to make about the overview of our berry program and vegetable program at Virginia State University. A little bit of activities that we had in 2012. Our goal really is to provide educational opportunity and use grant funds to assist small growers in production and marketing of alternative crops with proven market potential. There are a few words that I want you to pay attention, because that's really the key that is going to distinguish us from other educational institutions in terms of we are really goal-oriented in terms of working with farmers that identify crops that they have proven market potential. So that means it's not your job to find out whether it does have potential or not. It's also our job to be able to really identify and introduce to you crops that has potential. But now the dilemma are, it's just really not easy, because identify what crops has potential and what crops does not have potential is definitely, it's a very difficult task to do. But we have some suggestions over the years. We have made some suggestions, and we have worked with series of crops that have proven to be successful for a few people. One of the areas that have really have concentrated heavily on in those areas are berries. You saw examples of the berry production that we have at our farm. Berries are good for you. I mean, that's just proven fact. Science shows that, research shows that, market shows that, and the bottom line shows that. So berries are hot items. So we kind of identified a series of berry crops to be able to be really at the just put good potential for small farmers to grow them and hopefully make money with them. In order to be able to do that, we reached out to different institutions and looked for grants fund. We were able, for the last 3-4 years, with the help from our leadership. In fact, really, Dr. Jackson is sitting here, and I would say this even if he's not here, or our dean, they are very supportive about this idea. Finding things that can make you money. He particularly has been very supportive for our berry project and berry program. We found, we identified and obtained up to close to $500,000 to be able to go out there and work with farmers and set up high tunnels and set up project at farmers' farm to be able to show that these things are doable and you could make money. The red dots are actually the location of the collaborators that they work us with our berry project. So those are in different, you could see them all over the state of Virginia, the Commonwealth. They're working with a large number of farmers very closely to be able to promote the production and marketing of berry crops. And in fact, there may be some of you who are sitting out there are our collaborators. Blueberry trial, variety trial. Blueberry, by all means, as you know better than anybody else, as a farmer, really is one of the hot items and hot crops with tremendous potential. What we wanted to do, we wanted to see if we can get a good collection of blueberries in our place, because it's hot and it's profitable. There are a large number of breeding programs all over the country that are developing new breeding material. So we decided that we got to have access to all those that they have commercial potential. We have already brought in 33 to 35 of them. Those commercial variety, you saw them this morning, and we are in the process of expanding those. Probably by next year, within the next 2-3 years, would be probably 70 to 100 blueberry varieties. So the idea is for us to do the legwork and find out what works, what produces according to the needs of farmers. Some are interested in yield, some are interested in quality, some are interested in taste. So hopefully we would be able to present which variety has what characteristic for you to decide which variety will serve you better. So we are really, really excited about that. Susie Blue. Actually, I don't know if any of you saw the Susie Blue variety. Did anybody pay attention to Susie Blue variety? It is exciting. It is a high bush, southern high bush variety, developed in, was released from the University of Georgia in 2009, has been extremely adaptable in our high tenor and field conditions. The fruit is very good. It's a large fruit. The color is very good, very attractive, and it's early. Those of you who are interested in growing blueberry and get done in 2 weeks and go home, go on vacation, Susie Blue definitely is a potential for you. Again, the yield is quite interesting. Those of you who know Stars and Rebels, those are two conventional, common varieties that are compared with. It's very good, close to over 10 pounds per plant per production season. So it's very good. We have it heavily planted, and we are looking at it very closely. Hopefully next year by this time we will be able to really give you a good detailed report about the production of Susie Blue. But we are very excited about the Susie Blue blueberry. That's the fruit and the plants. And then the other thing is that really has happened is the Virginia Berry Grower Association. I think a strong organization is needed to be able to really put things in perspective. Industry development needs a good, solid association or organization. I think Virginia Berry Grower Association is the product of the hard work of many growers that happened this past March, and they're in various ways are helping growers to be able to become better growers and better marketers. So we are very proud to be part of that organization and associate ourselves with them. And in the picture you see some of the growers that have been involved with that association. Niche crop opportunity. When I was talking this morning, I was cautioning people, when you talk about niche crop, the concept of niche crop is really very unique. Niche means it's small. There isn't a small potential. So that means one of the crop that I use is ginger. So what I was, this morning I was demonstrating the ginger. I said, well, ginger is good, only a few rows of ginger for you to be able to grow it, plant it in February and start harvesting in September with baby ginger and go sell it at your local farmer's market for $10 a pound or $18. We have growers that sold it from $5 to $18 a pound. But the problem is with niche market, if this is niche, if two people come together and decide you're going to plant 2 acres of ginger, then you're going to ruin that business for everybody else. So just got to be very careful when you talk about niche market, which is the kind of line of activity and product development that we really have initiated at BSU. Niche are really niche. You really need to keep in mind, stay small. Don't really fall in the trap of, I'm going to expand beyond what I can sell. That's a wrong approach. But the story of baby ginger has been really interesting. We have several growers in the room that have learned for the last few years to grow it, and they do a great job. But it's been really a success story, the baby ginger production in Virginia. These are the steps we have in November. Usually have a ginger field day that we talk about the production and marketing and so on. But it's been a really neat and unique niche item for us. And this is Justin Miller holding the baby ginger. It's very adaptable, very unique for small farmers who are looking for niche items. And that's the Washington Post article in 2011. New York Times and all the major newspapers and TV stations, they really reached out to find out and promote the whole idea of healthy. Because ginger, as you know, is a spice which is healthy. Everybody knows about ginger. So, but they need only a little bit of ginger. They don't need tons of ginger to be able to consume. So, but anyway, the other thing that we do, because for us to come to you as a grower and tell you that ginger has potential, and you're going to say, well, why do you tell me ginger has potential? How do I know that ginger has potential? So we have taken one step further. What we do with our product, we do what they call product test marketing. everything that we grow, starting from ginger, berries, different varieties of berries, and everything that we had a dish downstairs. One of the chefs actually cooked a very nice tasting dish with bitter melon, long beans, everything that we do test marketing. And then Fresh Link and Farm Market are two of the collaborative produce companies that actually they work with us. The thing is, the misconception sometimes is, okay, you selling your product, are you competing with farmers? We do sell our product, but we don't sell it for us to make money, because that's part of the process that has to take place. So when I come to you and tell you to grow ginger, I need to present to you how much I sold the ginger. In order for us to be able to do that, I need to sell it. So that's the collaborative effort that we put into it, to be able to work with the farmers markets and produce company to be able to actually show that how much I can ask for blackberry, a container of blackberry. How much can I ask for a green papaya, or how much can I ask for ginger? So those are part of the product. Everything that we do in our program development is going through that process. So hopefully you have solid information when we come to you and share with you our product. Okay? And out of this, out of that process, actually was really something very interesting developed. Many years ago, many of you have seen our papaya project 2 or 3 years ago. We started growing papaya in the high tunnel with the idea of growing ripe papaya. And there is in fact a video that you could see. You could go on YouTube and look at the first Regina grown papaya, a ripe, really tasty papaya. But we realized that growing papaya in a high tunnel is very expensive, because it comes December, January, February, you had to put a heater in there or propane gas to grow papaya and sell it whatever you sell it, but the cost of it was very expensive. But in the process, working with Fresh Link, which is one of our collaborators, we realized actually there's a huge market, a niche huge market for green papaya. And then the project that you saw this morning, and there's a picture of it in there, is in response to that suggestion that yes, green papaya could be grown, but we are treating growing green papaya as an annual product. We grow the seed in December and January. The plants go into the high tunnel in April. By September, October, November, we start harvesting green papaya. So we are very excited about this project, and we'll see what the outcome will be next year. Very quickly, one of the things that we talk about, that market development, product marketing, who is going to do it? I think as Dr. Jackson mentioned and Dr. Joel this morning, is that as an educational institution, our responsibility is to educate the future farmers. So we need them to be involved in the part of that whole marketing and market development and production part of the crops that we grow at the farm. So we've been very fortunate with our leadership support, and Dr. O'Day particularly is a good friend. He's the chair of the agriculture department. He's been very supportive to really make students to collaborate with us to go through this process. These are actually students harvesting and doing research project and picking and packaging. Every package that goes to farmers market or those Fresh Link and places that I mentioned, it's all done by students. So again, their role is important as part of that whole training program. Again, I want to go back to niche. Be careful with the niche, and berry definitely has potential. Any of you who would be interested in working with us with berries, definitely we are available to come and visit with your farm, see your farm, and talk to you about definitely, because as I said, berries have potential, and we'd like to see a few more acres being grown in Virginia. With that, thank you and have a great afternoon.